Last call will remain at 10 p.m. in Colorado, and it's going to stay that way for at least the next 3 weeks. And more than 200 bars and restaurants are not at all happy with that ruling, but a judge today upheld the governor's order. Good evening, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Shannon Ogden.
And I'm Ann Trujillo, and we are looking at multiple perspectives, and we're going 360 on this ruling. And we begin with that judge, what exactly he said. Judge Brian Whitney says he is sympathetic to business owners that are still struggling to stay open in this pandemic. And he said, I'm not immune to the issues facing business owners, and that this is a harsh outcome on a particular industry that has done nothing but be compliant. Well, Denver 7's Ivan Rodriguez continues our 360 coverage with more on what the judge said, plus how the governor defended the order today.
Ivan, you also got the perspectives of the obviously disappointed bar owners.
And Shannon, good evening. To the disappointment of many restaurants, the governor's order will be in place for at least the next 3 weeks. Still, it's a really long time for restaurants that are in survival mode trying to fill tables. Brett McNamee's lifelong dream has been to own his own restaurant, something he accomplished 6 weeks ago.
I've been a bartender for 20 plus years and been managing bars for years and years and years. And I opened this and this pandemic falls. And now I'm worried that it's going to fail.
Brett's restaurant is in survival mode. He says the 10 p.m. last call order is hindering his business's ability to grow and make a profit.
I understand why this is all happening. I really do. I would like to stay open later. People are afraid, and I get that. But at the same time, we're a young company. So I just need to make it happen.
Down on Broadway, Historians Ale House is also draining money. In a statement, their general manager says in part, we absolutely feel the crunch of the 10 p curfew to the tune of thousands of dollars, even just losing the 2 hours to midnight on the weekends. But we're here, we understand, and we will do our part because that's how we get through this tunnel.
At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to stop what they're trying to control.
For Julian Noga, instead of a blanketed approach, those restaurants and bars that aren't following the state guidelines should be the ones punished.
I think if the health officials and, the health department were maybe regulating a lot more, we would have the good ones stay alive and the ones that aren't doing their good job hopefully get shut down.
But the idea of shutting down bars to keep people safe wasn't all Governor Polis' idea. It's something even Dr. Anthony Fauci has echoed.
The fundamental things of avoiding crowds, physical separation, universal wearing of masks, closing the bars, hand hygiene, those things matter, and they can make a difference.
I agree completely that it's outrageous that bars have to close at 10 o'clock and that we can't have our normal nightlife.
Governor Polis says when people are out drinking and it's past 10 p.m., social distancing doesn't remain a priority. So setting a curfew is the least bad option to keep the economy open.
Everybody knows this intuitively, is that in the state of inebriation, in fact, getting drunk, one of the main reasons that people go out to these nighttime environments, is inconsistent with maintaining proper social distancing and being safe.
In 3 weeks, there's no telling if the governor will amend, extend, or do away completely with the curfew. That's why the Tavern League of Colorado is going to be appealing the decision. Live in Denver, Ivan Rodriguez, Denver 7.
That is tough on these businesses. Thank you, Ivan. So what do you think about the governor's last call order? Do you think the judge made the right decision today and that businesses should stop serving alcohol at 10? If you have a perspective you think we missed, we want to hear from you. Email us 360@thedenverchannel.com.